good morning or good afternoon. Maybe you do your school in the afternoon. I never even thought about that, but hello, any time of the day. Are you ready for our morning circle song? You ready? The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. Because your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Welcome to preschool, whether it's in the morning or in the afternoon, any time of day. I'm just happy to have you. Are you ready to do our calendar? All right, instead of snapping and instead of clapping, instead of don't put our hands up, let's go boogie boogie. Okay, you ready? Are you sure? January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, and December. These are the months of the year. What month are we in? August. A-U-G-U-S-T. August. We are in August. And we have to count all the way over here. Whew, that seems really far. You want to count with me? I need some help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And when it is the date, we say 13th. That was kind of difficult, huh? Try it with me. 13th. Good job. You ready for days of the week? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Today the day is Friday, Friday, Friday. Today the day is Friday, all day long. Yesterday was Thursday, tomorrow will be Saturday. Oh, what fun, oh, what fun. What day is it? It's Friday. It's the last day of the school week, which means 2 days no school, but make sure you fill in your calendar, okay? All right, let's say our whole date. You can repeat after me today. Today is Friday, August 13th, 2021. That's today. Season time. Are you ready? You probably know the song really good by now, right? Flowers, pumpkins, swimming, snow, make the seasons we all know. Every year is the same, and we give them each a name. Summer, autumn, winter, spring, count the seasons as we sing. 4 seasons, and we are still in summer for a while, actually. We've got quite a while of summer left. All right, let's go check the weather. What is the weather? The weather today? Is it sunny or cloudy and gray? Is there rain falling down? Is there snow on the ground? What is the weather? The weather today? Listen to Penelope and she will say. Penelope, what you got? Do you have sun? Do you have rain? It's not snowing, is it? No, it's not snowing. It never snows in Florida. All right, it is hot, hot, hot and sunny. It is very summery today. All right, you ready for numbers? Are you sure? You're getting so good at these. I know that you've been practicing really hard and that you are so smart. Are you ready? All right. Number is this? 3, 5. Well, that one's the easiest one. Number 1. Number 4. This one is 1, 2. Number 2. Number 7. 9. 10. 8. 6. And we've been all the way back around. Good job. Are you ready for our activity today? All right, get your envelope, get all your supplies ready, and meet me back here so we can get started. Week 2, Day 3, Space Matching. All right, so there's 2 activities in this one. The first one, we're going to match planets. So we're going to take out all of this stuff in our envelope. Be careful, some of them get stuck in there. All right, so we're going to separate just our planets, okay? All right. And we'll set these to the side for later. Right now, we're going to match our planets to their shadows. Can we do that? All right, I think we should start with the biggest one. What do you think? I think we'll start with this one, right? So we're gonna put it, and look, it matches perfectly. See its shadow and it matches. Good job. Now let's do the next biggest one. No, it's too big for all of those. What about that one? Perfect. All right, next biggest. Does it fit on this little tiny one? No. It goes right there. And we'll keep going, biggest to smallest. Oh, that was perfect the first time. All right, let's see. Oh, here comes Earth. Do you think he fits right there? No, he's too big, huh? And that one's close, but it's a little bit too big. There it goes. And match it. That one's close, but he's just a tiny bit too big. So we're going to put him right over here. And that's the last one on there. You did it. Good job. All right, now we're going to match our cards together, okay? So let's turn them all face up, right? We got to face them up. So that way we can see the pictures, right? If they're turned over, I don't know what it looks like, do I? All right. So I'm just going to start up here, and this says Venus. We need to find another little guy that's tan. That's kind of tan, right? But it's a little bit too dark. Doesn't match. Oh, I think this one does, though. Look, it says Venus and Venus. So we're going to slide those together because they're a match. All right. I think this one's going to be easy. Where does that other brown one that we found? Right there, this is Mercury. All right, let's try this one. It's kind of big. So we have the right side of Jupiter. Do you see one that kind of looks like this? But you can always take it next to it and see if it's close to matching. Look at that, Jupiter. All right, let's see. Let's do this one next. That's Earth. That's where we live. Do you see the matching one? There it is. Earth. Let's do this one. Uranus. Oh, he's kind of sideways, huh? Look at that. That could have been tricky though, huh? Because look, these are blue too. But look, it doesn't match. Uranus. Uranus. And ooh, it's big and purple and white. Saturn. Man. We got this side of Mars. Do you see the other side of Mars? Mars. And the last one, Neptune. Hey, you ready for Music Circle? All right. Let's sing Five Green and Speckled Frogs. I love that song. You ready? 5 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there's only 4 green speckled frogs. Ribbit, ribbit. 4 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there's only 3 green speckled frogs. Ribbit, ribbit. 3 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there's only 2 green speckled frogs. Ribbit, ribbit. 2 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there's only 1 green speckled frog. Ribbit, ribbit. 1 green and speckled frog sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there's no more green speckled frog. Boo hoo. You know who turns into a frog? Do you know anybody who does that? Tiana. Tiana turns into a frog in her story. I love Tiana. We're going to read a story about Tiana today, okay? Okay, great. The Princess and the Frog, a surprise guest. It was a balmy afternoon in New Orleans, perfect for a night with friends. Charlotte, honey, Big Daddy LaBeouf called to his daughter, how about going to Tiana's place for supper tonight? Oh, Daddy, that would be wonderful. Just give me a minute to change. A little later, Big Daddy and Charlotte drove off. They didn't realize their dog Stella was asleep in the back of the car. When the LaBeoufs arrived at the restaurant, a jazz band was on stage. Louis the alligator was playing his trumpet. Charlotte, how are you? Princess Tiana exclaimed. She was happy to see her best friend. Big Daddy, would you like to sit with my mama and Naveen's parents? Why, I can't think of anyone better to share my supper with than Eudora and the in-laws, he replied. Soon, Tiana's family and friends were settled at a big table. The princess walked around the dining room to make sure all of her other guests were happy too. Meanwhile, Stella had woken up. The dog climbed out of the LaBeouf's car and looked around. Immediately, she caught a mouth-watering scent of Tiana's beignets. Stella followed her nose right into the restaurant kitchen. Looky here, shouted one of the cooks. We have a visitor. Here you go, puppy. Have some of this gumbo. It's a new recipe. Stella eagerly tasted the dish. It was delicious. A moment later, a waiter threw a large bone to her. The dog couldn't believe her luck. Stella spent the whole evening in the kitchen, while Charlotte and Big Daddy dined with the Lewis's jazz band and talked with their friends. Stella was getting all kinds of treats. Late that night, after the last jazz number had been played, all of the guests went home. Charlotte and Big Daddy never realized that Stella was also at the restaurant. Ta-da! Charlotte called as they left. Eudora left with Naveen's parents. Turning to her daughter, she said, I have never heard the band play quite that well, and all that gumbo. Absolutely delicious. I'll see you tomorrow, sweetheart. After Princess Tiana walked her family to the door, she went back to the dining room to finish cleaning up. A few minutes later, Louis and the band went into the kitchen for their evening meal. As they walked in, Stella began to bark. Grrr! Woof! She was terrified of the giant alligator. Oh, now hold on, little dog, Louis spoke to Stella. I'm not here to eat you. I just wanted a taste of the chef's new gumbo. But Stella was frightened. She kept barking. The kitchen staff and the band members looked at each other. They weren't sure what to do. In the dining room, Tiana and Naveen heard the barking. They rushed to see what was causing all the commotion. Tiana recognized the LaBeouf's pet at once. Stella, what are you doing here? She asked. Don't worry, Louis is our friend. He wouldn't hurt anybody. That's true, Naveen cried, putting his arm around Louis. He's nothing but a big guy with an even bigger heart. The alligator peeked out from behind his tail. He didn't understand why the dog was so upset. Stella looked at him suspiciously. Go ahead, Princess Tiana encouraged the dog. Just go over and make friends. Cautiously, Stella walked toward Louise. The alligator stayed very still. He didn't want to frighten the dog all over again. See? Nothing to be scared about, Naveen said. Soon, Stella realized Louis was harmless. The dog wagged her tail and smelled the delicious chicken. Tiana smiled. Let's get dinner for you all. The princess and the kitchen staff quickly put together a supper of the evening leftovers. Everyone went into the dining room and the whole staff ate while Prince Naveen plays the ukulele. Louis picked up his trumpet and joined in the song. Some of the waiters and waitresses began to dance. Stella didn't pay much attention, though. She was eating some of Tiana's beignets. A while later, a staff headed home. Tomorrow would be another busy day at Tiana's place. Come along, Stella, Tiana told the dog. Time for you to go, too. The prince and princess brought Stella to Charlotte's house. No one had noticed she was missing yet. Good night, Stella, Princess Tiana said, giving the dog a big hug. Now that you know how much fun we have over at the restaurant, you should come over more often. Woof, woof, Stella barked. She hadn't expected to have such an adventure that night. She knew she'd return to Tiana's palace the next chance she got.